I just gotta get the deck list going. Update with the old Squawks and Taxes deck list. So today we're playing some more Squawks and Taxes, the XJ Cloud special at this point. And today like on Monday, we hit 750 followers, which means we fulfilled the criteria for the Rest in Peace giveaway. So I got two foil Rest in Pieces right here, RTR Rest in Pieces, that we're going to be giving away to one of it's a very long list at this point. I think I'm going to make the margin of people that are in the giveaway narrower next time, because it was hard to gather the data of all these people, and I still haven't figured out how to do it completely. But giveaway to any Twitch follower, Twitter follower, or person that retweeted the giveaway tweet, which is like over 1,000 people. I got all of my Twitch followers in like a spreadsheet, but I couldn't figure out how to export my Twitter followers. So we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it. If I give these away, we're gonna like random number, generate a number between 1 and whatever the cap is, and if there's over a 50% chance it'll just land on a Twitch follower anyway. So I'll cross that bridge if we hit like the 900th person or whatever, and I have to try to figure out how to export my Twitter followers. But until then, I don't know when I'm going to give it away. I'm obviously not going to do it right now while like people are starting to trickle in. Probably like middle of the stream, like after round 3 or something. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, let's get started. We're playing some more Squawks and Taxes. I've done a couple of changes. I've gone through several iterations of this deck. I'm still messing with it. Don't go down there, cat. This version has like almost no 3-drops, so I've cut a bunch of stuff. I cut the recruiters and stuff out, and I'm just playing like a lot of beaters: 2 Tomic, 2 Brimaz, 2 Spirit Keeper. And like, I don't know, I've been messing with a lot of slots, and the slots are really tight in this deck if you're playing a recruiter package, and I thought maybe like the best plan is just to like be very lean, focused towards like fair matchups. Since a lot of your combo matchups are kind of a toss-up anyway when in game 1, they're very heavily decided on like whether or not you kept Thalia more often than not, rather than having like 2 extra recruiters and a prelate in your deck. And then post-board we get to jam a bunch of stuff like 2 prelates, like 2 cannoneers, container priests, surgicals, but then you get your anti-combo stuff in post-board, and then you like mulligan for it and you play it. Why surgical over rip? Mostly because it's faster hate against the fast graveyard decks, and I don't like it in the fair matchups if I'm playing Hallowed Spirit Keeper in my deck. There's a possibility that like I don't want to be playing Spirit Keeper. Like this list is good enough against the grindy piles already. I could be playing something like Mirror Crusader and add Rest in Pieces back in, but you do want fast hate sometimes. Especially with this iteration, there are no chalices. We're a lot softer to just like going off on turn 1 or whatever. So sometimes just having that extra like thing to do before you hit your haymakers on turn 2 can be pretty relevant. Stuff like Dredge and Red-Black Reanimator can like wiggle out underneath a Rest in Peace. Dredge, I think I'd rather have Rip anyway, because usually if you have some other like smaller deterrent, you can like just nail them with Rip. But I guess Red-Black especially, you definitely want stuff like Surgical Extraction or faster hate like that. Because those are decks we at least have like a Container Priest. Maybe I need to go up to like 2 if I'm concerned about graveyard decks and if I'm not playing Recruiter of the Guard anymore. But I don't know. I've been in like, I just like don't have nearly enough time to play a lot with this deck, and there are a lot of weird things that I want to try in and out of the deck list. Just like cut it. I started this list with no recruiters when I like first brought it up, and I added in a recruiter package, and then now I decided that hey, maybe I just want to like dunk on like Delver and Pile, and then like try to figure out the rest later. So this definitely isn't like the locked in like, oh, this is the list I want to be playing, this feels good, because I have just been like trying to get as many reps in as I can, and definitely not. So I need to be playing this list a lot more if I actually want to figure out what the heck I'm doing in a lot of these matchups. But other than that, we're gonna just jam. Let's jam some Squawks. I've been very impressed by a lot of what this deck is doing. Are you playing in the MCQ on Moto tomorrow? Yep, I am. I'm not going to be streaming it though. Streaming on weekends is like pretty taxing on my day. It's a lot easier to just like sit in my underwear in the living room and like play around, then get up and walk around, do household chores or whatever, and in between. THKN22, thanks for the follow. I guess I should be adding people as they follow onto the spreadsheet. THKN22. I don't know how many people are going to follow between like now and then, but let us jam. Alright, let's go. Time to squawk some people. Oh god, why are these? When did this get reset? Scoot that back over out of sight. His hand is not quite good enough. Very close, but obviously we kind of want a second land. I hate these hands a lot on the draw. Maybe it's good enough. We had an excellent Vial Curve and a Force, and like we get 2 draws to land. DM Weisenberg, what's up? Maybe this hand's good enough to keep. We have like very powerful cards. You know what? Fuck it. I hate keeping 1 land Vial hands, but maybe times have changed. This current iteration also is just like very light on 3s. Like you can operate a lot better on lower land capacities. Joseph Herman, thanks for the follow as well. Or Joseph Furman? I guess could just be the H's smushed together there. What you got, opponent? Please not Thoughtseize or Daze or Force of Will. I mean, we also have like 2 hits at 23 land, which is not terrible odds. Wasteland. Ooh, lands? Lands are loam. Lands can't kill my Aether Vial at least. And we have a Tomic in our hand, which is pretty strong. Hopefully we don't just get mauled by a fast land start though. We don't have a Prelate in our main deck. So certainly that makes this matchup a little bit worse. They discarded an Exploration. I wonder if they gambled. They can't have gambled for the Exploration, right? They just like didn't have another land to play, so they just cast the gamble instead. Another Vial's not bad. Not a second land, but still pretty good here. I assume they're just going to cast Life from the Loam and start going off here. But if we can just get Tomic down before they get too many Loams off, yeah. All they get back here is a Thespian stage, and then we draw a land, slam Tomic. No land, alright. Looks like we're slamming Tomic next turn. Protected by a Giver of Runes, though, isn't nothing. Opponent's like Punishing Fire could get obnoxious. Thankfully they didn't like immediately find Dark Depths, because we currently struggle versus that. Guess we could like Giver plus Flyer block. So their hand is Peatland something. We can even protect the Giver with the Force if they have a Punishing Fire here as the last card in hand. Oh, actually, we can't now if they Punishing Fire on my turn. Whoops. Maybe I should have actually... Yeah, I was supposed to cast the Force and then Vial my Giver. I'm dumb. Just pitch the Thalia because the Thalia is worthless. This is fine, though. They're still going to have a hard time killing my Tomic, especially if we can get this GT online. Yes, this is what we want. I think I want to play GT here because like GT plus Tomic just puts my guy out of P-Fire range forever, basically. And if they like cast their Loam, then we just get them with the Tomic here. And we can always just Violent Lethalia next turn. Cast your life from the Loam opponent. There's P-Land. Got him. They're hellbent, so we probably got him here. Like they can buy back their Punishing Fire and cast it, but it's a 2/3, so we get him pretty good here. I don't even think I want to cast this Force of Virtue. Maybe I do. This Thalia's not doing anything. The Thalia's just gonna get Punishing Fired. And just Force plus Brimaz is such a clock. Yeah, I guess I'll play Force here. We just suit up our Tomic, make it immune to the Punishing Fires forever. Beat down with the Brimaz. Now they need to naturally draw like Crop Rotation or Caracas in order to get out of this. And even then it's awkward because they have to like dance around us having like Tomic off Vial. They're definitely pretty far behind here. Should love putting off website development and watching XJ instead. I guess playing 2 Tomic makes this matchup pretty decent, even if we don't have a Prelate. They can P-Fire all my tokens, but like we'll just be attacking them for a million. Hey, stop that, kitty. Please don't knock down any of my cords, you monster. Okay, cool. My opponent concedes. We did it! Get down there. Punk. You're never on camera. Say hi. Alright, get out of here. Alright. Lands matchup, huh? Seal Cleansing is probably pretty good shit. 2 Prelates, 2 Cataclysms. There's a lot of stuff for the lands matchup. Path is probably better than Plow if I'm leaving any of those in, but let's assess here first. Everyone in chat. Cat! Alright, what do we want to cut? Probably cutting like Brimaz. Like, I mean, it was obviously good there, but I think notably we want things that like aren't stonewalled by brickwalled by Caracas. Probably cutting all our Thalias. Probably can cut an equipment. GTA and Sword are good at protecting Tomic or Prelate. Batterskull is pretty medium. Spirit Keeper is like a decent late game grind card. I'm gonna put these in here because I don't know how many Plows we want, but I don't think it's 6, and I think Path is just gonna be better than Plow anyway. I think we can cut the Brimaz. Do we cut the Squawks in this matchup? Rather than Legacy subreddit, you just started a YouTube channel. Very cool. Yeah, I have no idea what that post was all about. I've had a YouTube channel for like a year, but I appreciate the promotion of my content because I always feel awkward promoting my own content. But like, it got me a bunch of YouTube subs. Probably just cut the Squawks, right? This doesn't feel like a Squawk matchup. We'll leave him like one Burmaz. Is this too much removal? Maybe this is too much removal. Maybe we keep the Squawks and just yeah, what if we just do this? Let's try it like that. I don't know if Squawk is what I want to be doing against this deck though. But like obviously Squawk is always good with force of virtue and stuff. Hey, stop that. Punk. Oh man, is this hand to keep? Surgical's really powerful. Might put a mulligan to 6. We have Squawk, 2 givers, and a force. This hand is rock solid if we can find a land. Surgical is very strong. How many white sources we got? We got like 16, right? 24 minus 8. Yeah. Is Cackle good in the mirror? Not really. It's very clunky, and it's not generally that good in like Aether Vial matchups. And just hard to cast through like Wastelands and ports on the other side sometimes. What am I looking for that's better than this? Besides, I guess, just white sources. Tomic and stuff. I guess we have 4 Aether Vials we could draw too. You know what? Fuck it. We're keeping this. Put him to 6. I think this Surgical might be able to slow things down. This cat standing precariously on this chair over here. I'm waiting for her to do something bad because I know she will. She's thinking about it. I'll put mulligans to 5. Alright, yeah, this Surgical like has to be good. What do they got here? Are we exploring? Are we gambling? Gambling. I doubt they gambled for that stage, but looks like they'll get 1. Professional Magic player, ladies and gentlemen. If they cast Loam here, they get back 2 lands, then all their Loams get Surgical. Yep. That's fine. So we don't have to cast this Force unless I'm attacking, and I don't think I want to, because I want to cast Squadron Hawk and then pitch the Squadron Hawk to Forces. No! Never lucky, I guess. Except for that time that I drew a white source when I kept a hand with no white sources. Sometimes lucky. Let's Surgical these Life from the Loams. Wow, their hand sucks. Let's get a quick screen cap. In case we go to a game 3 here. And is Wasteland, Stage, Port, and Misty. They just have nothing. Still, I don't want to like die to a top deck Punishing Fire, so we're just gonna sit back. Although, I needed to like cast this into upkeep if I wanted to not die to that. What did they draw here? Exploration? Sure. Wasteland my port. We're just not casting another spell, are we? They gamble for Loam? Yeah, I have to imagine so. They mulled to 5. Port my white source here. I drew a Wasteland. What did they play? They played Port Wasteland this turn. Yeah. So they have Stage Misty in hand. I think if I just attack with both. I think I just need to clock them before they like just draw into something. I doubt I'm supposed to Wasteland them. I could leave Wasteland up in case they top deck like exactly Dark Depths or like Crop Rot. But since they have the Misty hand, obviously taking them off their green source doesn't really do a lot. What's up, Brett K? Then they can like port my Wasteland and stuff, but then it unlocks my other spells. It's probably correct to just do that. There's Misty and Stage. We have one unknown in hand. I'm gonna port my Wasteland. Nope. You could port both, I suppose. Ooh, another surgical. Neat. Don't really know what I want this for, but... I suppose I could just, like, Wasteland this stage and surgical all their stages. Make sure like they can't just get me. Port the port. That doesn't make any sense. How many stages they got? I think I have 3 other stages in hand, or not in hand, in deck. Also just surgical like P-Fire once they find it. I'm a little scared. Well, I guess we could just wasteland this stage and not surgical it, and that puts them so far away from the Dark Depths combo. They drew like exactly crop rotation, and something might happen. I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. Tabby, that sucks. I mean, I guess it doesn't suck that bad, because it's like we're already getting ported. We're just really never casting another spell for the rest of this game. Because we have Surgical. If we draw like just a Plains, we can just play a Mom. Opponent, please pass priority back to me so I can also auto yield to my giver trigger. I hate dealing with Tabernacle on Moto, it's the worst. Just auto yield all the triggers all the time. Opponent, come back. I bought my Stepmoms and Forces today. Nice. Love to hear it. I will gladly pay for these. Punch. They draw P-Fire. Draw P-Fire, they kill a Hawk, and then we surgical it. We're fine. We don't even need to surgical until they draw like a Grove. Plains, Giver of Runes, say go. Got almost lethal on board. What's their last card in their hand if they're just not casting it? What could it even be? Oh, well, we won. We did it. Easy peasy. Alright, let's keep going. Honestly, like, I don't know. This deck is like sweet every time I play it. Crap, I still need to buy givers. I got my givers. I was all prepared. Mostly I picked them up because at some point I probably would play them in Modern, and I was like, I'll probably need these. Now the foils are pretty expensive though. Maybe it's just like the Death and Taxes player inside me that has been like playing the same list since Recruiter came out, basically. Give or take like 5 cards. Like maybe just like playing a new sweet version of the deck is just interesting to me. Maybe that's why I appreciate this deck. Oh, so yeah, it seems like a keep. We have a Squadron Hawk. How could we mull? Why play Modern when you can rock Flashback Dom Draft? I mean, I haven't played Modern in a while. I haven't played Modern since like I did one Modern stream that one time. What happened during that? Oh, that was like I did one Modern stream and I got like Hogak. That was during the dawn of Hogak, I think. I'm gonna do a Legacy Cube stream. Didn't we do that one time? Didn't you donate for that? Or was that like a vintage cube? I forget. Is it Islet or Islet? I don't actually know. Them playing this makes me feel like they have a very land-light hand. They would have played like any other duel over this, right? Unless this is like Supreme Bait. I can also just plow this without playing Rent Ace. How dare you distribute more rips? Hey, I'm convincing a bunch of people to cut all the rips out of their decks by playing Squawks and Taxes. Don't worry about it. I got your back, Orem. Kapow. Oh man, we even drew the Force of Virtue to combo with our Squadron Hawk. OP. I wonder if like playing the Thali was like even better than Wastelanding there. Ooh. So I could have a second land, but it's just not a blue source. Interesting. I think now playing Thali is probably better, right? Oh fuck. Every turn I don't play Squadron Hawk, I just regret my decisions infinitely. I think I'm fine. I'd rather wasteland like another blue source anyway if they draw one. Because they could Force Will this and not Force Will a Wasteland. But I also remember that terrible mono blue vintage deck that went 2-1. Hey, didn't we come close to 3-0ing? I think we got like supremely unlucky, the one that we lost. The deck was very bad though. Ah, sweet, they have nothing. They're dead. Do I play as Brimaz or do I just Wasteland him and play Hawk? We probably just Wasteland him and play Hawk. Kapow. I should have Wastelanded pre-combat so they couldn't float a mana and like Force Will my Hawk. Although I would love it if they Force Willed this Hawk. Caw indeed. And if we draw a land, we're probably just like casting Force of Virtue next turn. Like on their turn, awkwardly. If we draw a land, we'll just play the Brimaz and smush them. But they're so far behind. They needed to top deck 2 lands naturally before they can do anything relevant. Yeah, they're just dead. Alright. So, Fiery Islet, and, oh yeah, the Badlands obviously means it's the 4-color deck. Is it Islet or Islet? No one ever said anything. This is a matchup I was having trouble figuring out how to sideboard in with the Recruiterless version, because, like, all of our cards are really good in this matchup. Like, if you just look at this deck list is very slanted towards just bullying the shit out of Delpher. Honestly, I was thinking about, like, shaving Thalias in these matchups lately. I played your list one time and played 2 TNT mirror. It's Islet? Okay. It's Islet. I guess that makes sense, because Island. Islet. Yeah, this list is probably marginally weaker in the mirror. This is, I think, how I was considering sideboarding for this matchup. Feels so bad to cut Spirit Keepers, though, but, like, what cards are... maybe, like, this. If I sideboard like this. Or using step bombs or Mom, 2 toughness is the big reason. There are a couple other smaller reasons, like Protection from Colorless being relevant, and, like, different creature types versus Plague Engineer, and, like, being the same as Mom in, like, 50% of circumstances, but it's mostly the 2 toughness. D&T, like, 2 times a year is always... Dude, D&T mirrors are the worst. I hate D&T mirrors. Let's call it like that. Give it a go. Honestly, Thalia is sometimes, like... Thalia is obviously insane against the deck that plays, like, 9 million cards that Thalia taxes, but at the same time... Alright, this hand's great. At the same time, it's felt clunky a fair amount of the time when you just, like, you play a Thalia and your opponent goes, like, Tarmogoyf, Trinity Nemesis, whatever. As long as you have try to get GT. Yeah, we just have less cards to, like, fight those fights, right? We cut all the Phyrexian Revokers. We don't have, like, Flicker Wisps and stuff to interact with, like, Vials on 3, and we're playing, like, 4 extra legendary creatures with a bunch of Brimaz and Tomic that get got if your opponent has Caracas. Force of Virtue is not the best card in the mirror, etc. But yeah, you can definitely still take games. I'm not playing Palace Jailer. There are a lot of things. Alright, the old Giver into Squad Hawk curve. Possibly Giver into Tomic, depending on... Wow. Opponent just loving these little single blue source hands against the deck with, like, a million ways to deny the mana. I guess... Oh, wait, hang on. They mulled to... No, they mulled to 6. Okay. I thought they mulled to 5 for a second. Yeah, one of my older lists probably didn't have this. No, choosing not to shuffle. That means they're not going to miss land drops. Unfortunate. Hey, second land is very good. Go Giver of Runes. This is one of the many circumstances where, like, Giver is actively way better than Mom on the draw versus the Ren Delver decks. Like, if I just played a Mom here and my opponent goes Trop Ren and 6U, it's so bad, but, like, Giver just gets to sit here. And if they play a Ren, sure, like, but they played a Ren and did not kill my Giver of Runes. Yeah, see, exactly. For everyone out there asking, why don't you play? Why are we playing Giver over Mom? This is why we're not playing. This is why we're playing Giver over Mom. I mean, yeah, I guess we could force counter it as well, but then if they have Daze, then we just get, like, super wrecked. I'm considering whether or not I want to actually cast Force right now versus later, I guess. I don't really want to get... I want to play Tomic over Squawks, though. Play Hawk and Slam Force for the troll value. We might just play Hawk and get Force going still. It's so bad if they have a counter spell for this Force Will, though. I don't think I can play the Force right now. I could always pitch the Plow if I really need to, but I want to get this Tomic down to, like, bully this Ren in 6. into like not being able to do anything. Now it just has no relevant modes besides tick up and threaten ult. But we can pressure it back down eventually. Should have like true name here. It gets funky because then we have to sit here and like awkwardly race. But they have like Plague Engineer. Do we have to pitch Hawk to plus for no value? So they don't have Plague Engineer. They have a Goyf. Goyf's fine. Sylvan Library. It's like kind of fine. Or 100% to top deck Squadron Hawk for this draw step. Sure. Delver's more than fine. Oh, thank God we didn't top deck Squadron Hawk. Caw. Caw. Let's punch this Renin 6. We have Squawks on D. We can force pitch Squawk, double Squawk next turn. Flip reveal Brainstorm, sure. So if they ping down the Squawk, we can force it, and then if they have like a counter for the force, they can't daze the force now. But if they have like something else, then we can still just give her. We have Plow lined up for something scary, like if they have a big Goyf. They're also just taking damage with Library, and we can just pressure them in the air really fast. What is this? Like Bolt Tomic or something? Man, like Bolt Tomic, activate Giver, Bolt Tomic again would just be sick. What does Tomic stop in this format? This is the big one. But also like beats up lands and depths, which are other big matchups. Also just like blocks Delvers, trades favorably in the air, is extremely good in this matchup with Force of Virtue, because you get like a 3-4. Wow. They always leave in Spell Pierce. I wonder if Spell Pierce is actually correct against like Force of Virtue versions. The other question is, I wonder if I let this Squawk die to protect my Tomic. Probably. 4 cards in hand. We can just take 3 and clear the Renin 6. It's probably way better. Just leaving up the Giver. We have more Squadron Hawks to deploy after, so that's fine. They have like Bolt here. Oh no. They have Bolt here and we just get wrecked. Oh nice, they don't have Bolt. Don't think I'm gonna plow this Aberration. Don't want to just get it dazed for no value. Pro blue. Does it matter? It's tapped. I'm not blocking. And they could have like a Goyf, which I want to plow more than a Insectal Aberration, because Goyf is big. And Tomic blocks Aberration eventually. Wow, no attack. Alright, we might actually need to plow the Aberration to get to the Wren. If the last card is Daze, we get super punished for hitting Hair, but then we can't double Squawk. I think I'd rather untap. Spirit Keeper's nice. Coward. Call me a coward. I call it playing well, but to each their own. Clear the Wren, and then I think we just Squawk it up some more. Yeah, Lonely Hawks definitely still synergize with Spirit Keeper. This Goyf is humongous. Enchantment and Planeswalker in the yard. It's a weird dance if I'm supposed to start playing around Spell Pierce post board because of Force of Virtue. I don't know if it's correct, but if it is, like, I don't, like, when to cast your Force of Virtue is gonna get weirder. Go to 8. Ambitious. This Howled Spirit Keeper resolves, they're probably toast. Probably just chump block this. Don't think I want to go to 14. I'd also just try to race. Put them to 5 next turn. Plague Engineer is a concern. Spirit Keeper doesn't just like lights out. I think I'll take this. Follow-up TNN wouldn't be that bad. What do they do with the Ponder? They didn't shuffle. Second Goyf would also be fine because we're just going to set up the chump block squad. Sure. Leavehold resolves opponent. Well, let's see if they have Force blue card. Oh no, oh yeah, oh no, our ports. Let's play into Daze now. If they Daze it, just defeats the Spirit Keeper. If they don't Daze it, we can just get a punch with both our flyers here. Putting them to 4 also means they can't draw anything off the library. Not that that's like a huge deal. Wow, this Leopold is just like way more embarrassing than a True Name Nemesis. What can they do to win here? Plague Engineer on Bird, but then the Spirit Keeper just owns them. They need like Plague Engineer on Bird, and then not attack, and then block the Spirit Keeper when I attack with it, and then I make a bunch of spirits, and then they have a second Plague Engineer, and they put that one on Spirit, and even then they're dead to 2 hits with Tomic. Yeah, exactly. They need to kill the Tomic and to draw 2 Plague Engineers to like win this game. Yeah, if the Engineer on Bird, I probably like just wouldn't attack with Spirit Keeper. I don't know. They need a lot here. All right, we can block with Spirit Keeper here. If they Engineer on Spirit, then they die to the current board state. I think that's the only block. I'll go to 11 here. If I block with this Bird, then I don't necessarily have lethal if they Plague Engineer Spirits. I could also trade with the Leovold, but I don't like taking that much damage. If they Engineer, they die. Well, I guess if they engineer, they would also die anyway. Oh, wow, that's a pretty good draw. Just in case, you know. Just in case they have something here. Electrickery me. Cool, we did it. I was gonna hardcast in combat. Deluge's naming it out. You know that really old saying about how modern decks are really good against fair legacy decks? Did it occur to you that you might just be playing a modern deck now? Maybe. Where's 4-color Delver? This deck would be unplayable modern. Yeah, I mean, right now, obviously, right now, it would be very bad in modern because you just never beat Hogak. But you know, this deck would be like something to play with if you wanted to beat like Jund and shit. Man, Howl's Gridkeeper in modern would be gas. Phenomenally help out the modern D&T decks Jund matchup. I guess not as much with Plague Engineer Existence. Kind of the similar problem of Grixis. This feels like a snap keep. We got 3 Aether Vials. We'll be fine. Everything's unplayable in modern. It's Hogak. It's Hogak season. It's gonna be a lot less keepable if we didn't have a Squadron Hawk to recoup the card advantage of having 3 Aether Vials. I guess this is kind of like a 4-land hand. As always, our game 1 plan. Please no combo. If I drew a white source, I'd play 2 Vials anyway. What you got, opponent? Basic Swamp. That's scary. That is also scary. Name Thalia? Yeah. It's just like Reanimator? If I draw a land now, I might actually like port them. Oh, now I have to put my money where my mouth is. This time and fetching makes me think actually. What's another therapy deck though? It's not Hogak because it's a polluted delta. Like I mean, it's not Hogak depth, so it's just the Hogak deck I was thinking of. It could just be like the normal Hogak deck. I'm just weighing the benefits of porting versus playing more blue-black show and tell. I don't think that deck would play Cabal Therapy. Cabal Therapy seems like pretty bad in that deck compared to just Thoughtseize. I think I'd rather port. We miss. I don't know. Having a bunch of Vials in play is really powerful with the Squawk. Let's just jam Vials. Snow-covered forest. All right. We'll lead to therapy as a Thoughtseize now. What if this is just like Nick Fit? If I get Delta though, bug Nick Fit? I don't know what's happening. Alright, well, I'll Rashad import them. The forest? Don't know what deck they are still. Bug something from the looks of it. Yeah. Just bug something. Still don't know what's happening. What is this bug Cabal Therapy deck? I'm very concerned. I should probably just put in Tomic to like hit for the most damage. I'm just gonna leave all my vials on 2. Didn't make 3 squawks. We only have we have 3 3-drops left in the deck. Squawk upkeep. That's probably the technically correct play. Then I'd have to have an upkeep stop. Do I cast this sword or do I just keep porting my opponent? I don't know what they have. I should be scared, but I also like want to clock them. I don't know what's happening. What is this Cabal Therapy Ponder bug deck? I think it's the sword. What can they play that is going to outgun triple Hawk? I don't know, some like dumb combo? They're just gonna like green source Allurin me or some shit? Deed. Oh, Deed would be bad. If they're a combo deck, you're not winning this game. I mean, I guess that's kind of fair. But, like, if I could, like, port them off of their, like, fucking, Allurin this turn, and then, like, Violent 3 Squadron Hawks, and then, like, their only 4th lane is, like, a non-basic, and we can Wasteland it or something. Alright, let's deploy the Air Force. Da 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 da. Playing Snow Toxic. Alright, I guess I'll take one of these vials up to 3 and leave the others on 2. It's probably best. Because if I like draw a 2-drop, I'll be able to play both my 2s. Plains is nice. It means we can port at least. Took up a Squawk, I guess. I don't think that gets punished by anything big. Punch. Suppose I could have left up a Wasteland instead in case they fish a non-basic here, but I'm just porting them with my mana, so it's like not a huge thing. They have, like Abrupt Decay for the sword here, maybe? Ice Fang Quaddle. Sure. And they get to like trade with my Tomic, I guess. Take $1 million. Because that's a reason to equip the Tomic. Was not playing around Ice Fang Quaddle, which maybe I should have been. Still have him on a 2-turn clock though. Oh, that's pretty good. It's Quaddle versus push, yeah. It's like push it. I deal with more damage this way. Alright. What does Ice Fang Quaddle even mean? What's happening? Do I take them off of their only black, or do I take them off their dual? Probably their only black. Because if they have like Abrupt Decay here, it's almost certainly Allurin. Just like bug Snow Allurin with Cabal Therapy? I don't know. Allurin can play like whatever the fuck it wants because it's Allurin. Hey, we did it, I guess. What a weird fucking game. A bug Snow Allurin is a thing? Oh god. I have to figure out how to fuck to board against what could be bug Snow Allurin, or could just be some other random ass bug Cabal Therapy Ice Fang Quaddle deck. Anyway, I just looked at this list in the Recruiter. I wanted more slots for other stuff, and Recruiter was like kind of clunky against a lot of the decks. So I wondered what happened if I just like made a much more streamlined version. Just like play a bunch of beaters, really heavy on 2-drops, just like very aggressively good against like Delver and Pile and stuff. And the combo matchups are dealt with more on the sideboard. Am I supposed to board assuming that they're Alurin, or do I board lightly because I don't know what the fuck they're doing? Whatever bullshit they're up to, Cataclysm probably seems fine. It's gotta be a common, right? There's like no fair decks that play Cabal Therapy. Board and Surgical. Big brain plays. These are probably okay. Yeah, I mean, we're playing like 2 Prelate, 2 Canonist, and a Container Priest and shit in the board. We're loading pretty heavy up on like anti-combo cards. Like, maybe I need to tweak the sideboard more towards... I'd probably like shave a path for like another anti-combo card. So like if I know they're on a Lurin, I probably want like these things. Maybe even this. Maybe even these. You just put in like 4. How lightly am I supposed to board here? Cut like my Tomix? I doubt they have things that target lands. I don't even know. They just like didn't cast anything. I mean, Squadron Rock's pretty bad against in-cut Cabal Therapy matchups. So maybe I'm actually supposed to like cut Squawks for like Canonists and like hope that that's actually the correct decision. And reboard for game 3. Cleanest configuration of the deck today, you can definitely afford to shave. I've thought about shaving down to 23 lands again, but like Squadron Rock makes it so that when you don't have Vile hands, you really just want to like keep hitting your lane drops and casting your Squadron Rocks and stuff. But I've definitely considered going down to 23, or at least like shaving a lane in some matchups now, or saving a lane in more matchups at least, because your deck's just inherently less mana intensive. I don't know how good Force is, because they're probably on like Snow Deluge instead of normal Deluge. But like, we can also just use this Force to pitch the shitty cards that we didn't cut, because we don't know what the fuck our opponent is doing. We'll reassess for game 3. I think I'm supposed to force pitch Force this turn, because I'm just going to cast Thalia. I just want more damage in play. I doubt the second Force is really going to come into the fray here. Could force pitch Plow, but Plow probably has a target eventually. Cataclysm seems pretty good. We're probably not hard casting them, so it's just like a Thalia in play. I can like Fatal Push the Thalia here. Kind of obnoxious. We do have this like Cataclysm lined up though. Fatal Push. I still don't know what my opponent's doing. Go, Giver of Runes. Get your beatdowns on. You know, that is a card that exists. Does that mean I don't attack? Probably. Kind of sucks. I also like vaguely don't want to attack into a Coatl, but we could just plow it, so. It resolves. Power Storm Cannon doesn't look like a fool, and our opponent's just like blatantly not a combo deck. The reason you don't play the one of Flagstones? Well, I guess I could now. I'm not playing any rips, so it's not as much of an anti-synergy. Oh, I probably could afford to. That's fine. Just don't even want to play one of these yet. Leave this file on 2. Womp. That is a bad land to draw here. Yeah, I'll aggressively use Giver here. We're probably dying to the combo. If they have like removal spell plus Allurin, although they can't cast both of those. It's another Strix, sure. Just mono Strix the matchup. They don't play other cards. Just Strixes and Cabal Therapies, sure. Don't even want to wasteland them because I want to cast this Cataclysm. So I guess we just pass. Unfortunately, they have a Strix and a normal thing in play, so they can keep both off of a Cataclysm, so I still can't like plow one and attack through. 3 cards in hand. It's not an Allurin, right? Allurin's double green. They're digging. Hopefully they just don't have any counter spells and we just get to slam this Cataclysm and hope that's good enough. Cabal Therapy me. Resolves. What do they even name here? Name's Plow. Wow, interesting. Didn't think I wanted to fire that off. You can't Strix as the creature and the artifact. Can't you Strix as the creature? I mean, they could, but they probably wouldn't. I guess they can sack the Therapy, take the Cataclysm. That's not good. What are they playing? They've just cast like 9 Baleful Strixes and done nothing else this whole goddamn game. What is happening? Can we just draw other Cataclysm, please? Sure. Hey, sweet. Professional Magic, yeah, exactly. Professional Magic player alert. I probably should not attack, since as soon as we draw any creature, we're in the clear here. And they're only hitting me for like 1 a turn. Someone clip this and share it on Reddit for why he keeps winning with this deck. Gual doesn't have Death Touch? Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Should have attacked. What a fool! Good call. Now my opponent should be attacking with this one. If they notice, yeah. Missed 2 damage. Take this file on 2. Top deck a 3-drop. It's a good 3-drop. I'll just take this file up to 3 next turn. Welly Bell on 2, because we have a bunch more 2s than 3s in the deck. What's this? Abrupt Decay my file. No! Wait, no, they can't. Okay. Fuck. Can I have just drawn these in the other order? The Spirit Keeper should make short work of my opponent. They are! They are Alurin. We did it. We cracked the code. Does this do pay 1 life, return to its owner's hand? So actually you need to use my Giver proactively here to attack through a Cavern Harpy to deal more damage, right? I mean, I could just like keep letting them time walk themselves, but that's pretty good. Why'd they pick up the snake? That one doesn't draw a card yet, does it? Does it always draw a card? It only gets Death Touch. Yeah, okay. It's always an Elvish Visionary. It gets Death Touch when you have the permanence. Oh yeah, this is the combo, right? This is the new card. Draw a land? Yes, I know it also has a bunch of other text, but it is an Elvish Visionary. That's pretty good. Keeps my opponent off of like casting an Alurin for longer. Give up opponent, we have the cooler birds. True. Luckily, Giver plus Spirit Giver just, like, attacks through all of their creatures so far. Yeah, I mean, Cavern Harpy's not a bird because it's a harpy. Harpies aren't birds, they're harpies. That's just how it works. Astro Smasher, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. 1 or 2 leagues tonight. Just the one. So now we pro blue. I think I've been clicking pro black. We need to click pro blue this time. To not be bad. Oh, that's a little far away. Blue. I suppose technically I could attack with the Thalia. It lets them get their Watcher card, though, and I don't think I want to do that. Their Watcher card could be potentially dangerous. And this is just a 2-turn clock by itself. Might just, like, Decay Thalia, untap, kill me. Decay Giver, okay. So the plan isn't kill me yet, at least. I need to hit multiple lane drops to do that. I need to add Astro Smasher to the list. Come on, Cascade into a non-creature. Yes! Got him good. Nice Ponder nerd. So they have 2 cards in hand. One of them is Snow Strix. display reinforced has immediate regret. Yeah, what a punt. So they have snow strix and something. If that something's a lure and they can just kill me on board. But if that something is a lure and they probably would have just decayed the Thalia and just went off. So I think I just want to attack with both, and then they block however they block. I mean, this card could be a Lurin, but like I don't think I can beat that. I think I just need to attack them and hope that they die. Also, if they like stack up and kill my Thalia, I can Council's Judgment something, which might be relevant. I think I'm just supposed to crunch. Now we can board for game 3 at least. House Spirit Keeper too big to die. What a shame. Oh, they did it right this time. And they found X-Fang Quaddle, sure. I keep crunching. Those attacks probably don't matter. That means if we like find a way to remove one of these, they just die though. That attack seems kind of loose. Like Plow doesn't actually kill them, but like if we had something else like a Wisp. Obviously we don't have Wisps in the deck, but opponent doesn't like know that. I mean, I guess this Council's Judgment kills them, right? Okay, I'll take it. Ulysses Squadron. Yeah, I've been messing with it for like about a week now? A little more than a week. Got him good. So your win rate with this new deck? Well, just after adding that last one, 79.07 out of in 43 matches. Which is how much different than my other win rate? Normal D&T is 75% with 52 matches, so like 10 more matches and like 4% less win rate. Deck is busted. I mean, this win rate is with like various iterations of this deck. Ban Squawk. Should we do the giveaway now? We got a lot of people in chat. I need to add Astro Smasher to the list. Astro Smasher. I legit wanted to try Squawk in Modern. What are you doing? Squawk is busted. Confirmed. We've broken the format. I mean, 76 pros have like 60% win rate like at Pro Tours, at like day 2s of GPs and stuff, not just like jamming their face against like random opponents on Moto and stuff. Fashionably early. What's up all the time? All right, so I guess let's do the giveaway right now. It's round 3. So if you want to enter the giveaway, very last minute, hit the follow button right now. Yeah, pros also like have a sample size of like fucking thousands, not tens. But yeah, follow on Twitch right now. Enter in to get one of these 2 foil RTR Rest in Pieces. I could not figure out how to export my Twitch followers into an Excel spreadsheet, but we do have. Let me take this out here onto the stream. We do have a list of a bunch of my Twitch followers. Did I say export Twitter followers? Yeah. This is all my Twitch followers. There are 2 other ways to enter this, or there were 2 other ways to enter this, which were follow me on Twitter and retweet the tweet, but I could not figure out how to export my Twitter followers, so we're going to randomly generate a number, And if it's higher than 767, then we'll figure out what to do from there. In terms of figuring out which Twitter follower that is. Actually, we're also going to add, I guess, so after this will immediately be everyone who's retweeted the tweet, and then after that will be the Twitter followers. So we'll have to hit some number that's over like 760 something, or 790 something to actually to do that. Odds are with me that I can continue to be lazy. I hope I didn't win. All right, random number generator. All right, Google just has one. Cool. I guess I have to calculate the exact number, right? So we got 767 plus Twitter followers. Oh, wait, hang on. Plus people that retweeted, 38 retweets. So 767 plus 38 plus rigged. It hasn't even happened yet. Chat's supposed to spam rigged after it happens. Plus 38 plus how many Twitter followers do I have? 330 plus 330. I don't know what this number is. If I don't win, it's rigged. That is how it goes. All right. 1,135. All right. Min 100. 1,135. Wait, let me send you an updated RNG screenshot. All right. Hopefully, so we're gonna do two random number generations, and hopefully neither of them are above like 800, because then I have to figure out how to export my Twitter followers, and I don't want to fucking do that. Could just put an equal sign for the formula here in Excel. Yeah, but fuck off. All right, we are ready to generate 635. 635 is Stoneforge. Aptly named. And the other person, right. Hey, the other winner could be you, Cafe Grunt. Definitely right. Alright, next person is 603. Alright, thank God. I didn't have to do any of my Twitter followers. I didn't have to figure out how to export that. 603 is Shifty Mang P. Alright. Alright, I think these. What is he actively? Alright. So I will contact these people. Yeah, fuck off, Twitter. Let me export your follower lists easier, and it'll make my life easier. Lurkers winning chat, right? I've seen Stoneforge, I think. But anyway, I'll contact them on Twitter, or I'll contact them on Twitch. If they don't respond in like a reasonable time frame, then I will just I'll do the giveaway again. Hang on, let me generate some more random numbers just in case. Just in case these people don't respond, we'll have like a 3 through 5. I'm sorry if I roll you and you don't, and like you're on the list but you don't get the thing. That's life. I just want some backup so I don't have to randomly generate more numbers later, assuming some of these people don't respond. 474. I'll put a 2 there. 731. Do 20. 731. Hey, Whitefaces. if 2 people don't respond, then Whitefaces gets a rest in peace. And we'll do one more for good measure. 220. Wow, none of these numbers were above 800. Lucky me, I guess. I didn't have to figure out how to export my Twitter followers. 220. Alright. You must mean Whitefaces gets rip resolved against them. Alright. Well, that is it. I will contact them after the stream, and if they respond in a timely fashion, they get things. They get foil rest pieces. I'm gonna do more of these giveaways in the future. They were really fun. I'm definitely going to tone down how you enter, I don't really know the best way to do that. I don't think I get enough viewers to do like giveaway to one random viewer in the chat on that day, but like maybe I do. But having like 1,000 people is like a lot to deal with. But anyway, let's play some more Magic. Enough of these giveaway shenanigans. Let's go back to Magic the Gathering. That attitude, you want to figure out a better random generation. What? It was literally on the screen. It was completely random. Can you not get Twitter lists? I don't know. I couldn't figure it out in the 10 minutes I spent vaguely Googling it without. There were a bunch of sites that were like, oh, you can pay for the exporting these lists. Why would I do that? So I'm supposed to play Modern D&D No Legacy. Why isn't Leon ever good enough? Seems like fetches run wild in this format. Well, first off, 2 mana spells are a lot more than 2 mana in Legacy. Just like casting a spell on turn 2 is like a lot harder to do. You don't always have the time, you know. I think there's a Legacy adage like 2 is 3 times as much mana as 1 in Legacy. But the other thing is that you also play Stoneforge Mystic in your Legacy deck, which obviously has a tension with Leonin Arbiter, and just like not impactful enough. Like people can play through it. We're not playing Ghost Quarter, so it only affects fetch lands and some like other minor tutor effects. 2 mana is twice as much mana in Modern 2 and Standard. No, 2 mana is 3 times as much. That's what I said, right? 2 mana is 3 times as much mana as 1 when it comes to Legacy. Anyway, I'll keep this hand. I probably don't Wasteland this. Probably just want to play this Aether Vial. Delver's scary. We'll Wasteland it next turn if we want to. And we don't get dazed. Paired against Daniel. Oh yeah, I saw the Pleasant Kenobi video about why Stoneforge is banned in Modern. It was really fun. Alright, so let's just like top deck a Vial or a Giver of Runes so we can just Wasteland them. So I don't know what type of Delver my opponent is on. Yeah, well, cast a Stoneforge Mystic. Like, daze this one too, and whatever. Thought Scour, wow. That is something. What? Are we playing this like that old Turbo Grixis Delver list? Is there an argument for it costing triple cost 1-drops? Just like how important mana efficiency is in Legacy. Like so many things cost 1. Delver plays just like 21 drops in their deck. Casting your 2 mana spell is just like way harder and slower to do than casting 1 mana spells. The long and short of it. What do I get here? My opponent has 5 cards in hand. I kind of don't want Batterskull. Batterskull forces my opponent to kill my Stoneforge. We also just grab GT to try to clean up the Delver this turn. What do I want to do here? We always grab Batterskull with a second Stoneforge. I kind of like GT. My opponent's a little far away from True Name, and we could always grab the sort of Fire Nice later. Yeah. Yeah, with the second Stoneforge, getting Skull is like higher upside. Force them to bolt it rather than like doing something else, but I don't know what else they would do this turn. Like, I don't know what variant they are. They played a Thought Scour. Yeah, makes me think of the Grixis Delver lists that were like Thought Scouring with 4 Gurmogs. Opponent really bad at flipping their Delver of Secrets. Did I just play this Brimaz? Opponent didn't daze my Stoneforge. They probably would have. I'm game. Brainstorm for a daze, maybe? Okay, they are Grixis. Okay, looks like they're just playing the old Turbo Gurmag Grixis deck. Hopefully they don't find another days here. That would be sad. Nice. Alright, well, that's really good to resolve. Even if they just, like, cast a Gurmag Angler, I could attack into it? I might not. Main deck Surgical Extraction? Oh, shit! I milled it over. Main deck Surgical feels real deep, opponent. What if this is the person... I saw Alex, Jetpack Blues on Twitter, tweet about getting main deck Surgical from Grixis Delver. Maybe it's this opponent. Good thing they didn't Surgical my Stoneforge Mystics. I would have got. Is this Modern Phoenix? Yeah, this looks like a big fish. Kind of game for just slamming GTA and attacking into this Gurmag. Fuck. Every turn you don't cast Squadron Hawk is just a mistake in this deck. What is 3 cards in hand? If we just play equip GTA attack, we get a 1/1, they block the 3/4, we clear the Angler and have a 1/1 left over, and they have to deal with that. Otherwise we can just put the GTA on it and murder them. I hate that play. I mean, they haven't showed us that they have a daze. Like, they brainstormed and then didn't daze my 3-drop, and then all they did this turn was Thought Scour over their Surgical Extraction or whatever. Could have, like, Stifle here, man. Stifle would blow me out. Just stifle the GTA trigger. Ping. Ping. Alright, I think I'm fine with that outcome. We can clean up a Delver. We got Squawks going. Got another Gurmag, maybe? Reanimate? What are we playing against? Man, can I beat a Brimaz? Let's try Caracas, please. I can kind of beat a Brimaz. We have an active G today. Dr. Bill, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Hey, a Plow. I guess that beats Brimaz. Arcanist can flashback reanimate. What are we doing here? We're at 12. 12 is not a lot of life. Kind of want to equip an attack, but I have to imagine they have a bolt, right? They did shuffle with the Ponder, though. They haven't cast a single bolt. So if we plow the Brimaz, equip, get it bolted, we just cast Stoneforge, get Batterskull. Alternatively, we could just plow the Brimaz and just deploy some more stuff. Then we're still, like, not playing our bolt very well, right? Alright, let's start with this. I think I do need to kill this Brimaz. Could just go, like, Squawk. I think I like Squawk Stoneforge more, though. Yeah, I don't like attacking into this. Or I don't like equipping into this. Equip tech kill lever. We could if they don't have a lightning bolt, but if they do, I just waste 2 mana, right? Could also just get sword here. Sword's pretty good. Better against True Name. Grab sword. And take to the skies. I might even chump block this insect hybrid to keep my life total high. Kind of in for this. Don't want to get cheesed out by like True Name and some bolts or something. Arcanist, huh? I have a bolt. What's my best line here? If they have a bolt, we could just... We take a beating, though, if they have a bolt. I think we might just get lethal, right? Bolt me to 9, attack me for 4. No, not quite. If they don't have bolt, they just fucking die here, but... I might have actually wanted to... Fuck, yeah, I should have wastelanded their red source in my upkeep. I'm dumb. Yeah. I hate my draw step stops that I never have, even though I probably should. If I just had, like, wasteland this volcanic, we just, like, get to put a bunch of stuff on this cat soldier and punch them. They have a bolt here. So then we just do this. Take our licks here and then try to just kill them with 2 equipment on here. Yeah, if I just like wasteland that Volk, we would have been fine. I was even thinking about that a couple of turns ago, but we didn't really have the mana to do that. But now we do. They can only attack me for 4/7 here now. Could like reanimate something of mine, but that doesn't really do anything, right? They can reanimate their own Gurmag? Does that do anything? More Arcanist. Okay, now we're just dead, right? We just like actively can't beat this board. Yeah, it would have been nice if I could have just prevented this Dreadhorde Arcanist from triggering the last turn. Yeah, I think I punted this game away. Now they can just like bolt me in the face a bunch. If we spend our turn equipping and attacking, and then we'd have to ping down the Angler. Because we don't actually have to, right? We could just save the GT counters to prevent these Arcanists from doing anything. Make a bunch of chump blockers. We only have 7 lands though, so we can't... With Squawk equip one of the Squawks with a GT. And then chump block. Alright, that's probably the plan. Oh no, we can only play one Squawk and equip it. That ain't good. We equip the sort of Fire and Ice to the Squawk to just block the Delver, right? And then reduce the Arcanist so they can't do anything. We take 5, we're dead to a Bolt, but we're not dead. So that's probably the play. They have a Bolt in hand, we obviously die, but that's life. We can let the Arcanist attack, right? I'm like 90% sure that's how the card works. Like, it needs to have power greater than the CMC of the card in the graveyard on resolution of the ability. Not that it really matters here. Like, if I wanted to, like, randomly block one of these Arcanists, per se. This game would be a lot easier if I wasn't bad. Could be, like, pretty vastly far ahead if I just, like, could use Wasteland in my draw step like a good player. Crunch. We target Lightning Bolt and Lightning Bolt, huh? Want to equip the GTIG? Because I want to keep my Squadron Hawk alive so it can attack. Just have Bolt? Sure, yeah. Alright, cool. Finagle did so much posturing to actually, like, not die to my horrible misplay and then, like, just die anyway to the third Lightning Bolt. So definitely want all of these. Opponent's deck seems really weak to just, like, actual removal spells. I wonder if I want Sanctum Prelates if they're, like, super heavy on one-drops like that. Where my cut's supposed to be? I don't even know what my opponent like has in their deck. Okay, I imagine they have to have Plague Engineer, right? Plague Engineer is like also a useful card to like be able to reanimate back and stuff later. So I still like vaguely want Force of Virtue, but Force of Virtue seems more medium in this matchup than in most. Brimaz is still very strong. Spirit Keeper, I guess a little bit weaker. Not like substantially though. I wanted to like bring in these Prelates too. Prelate is good against Dreadhorde Arcanist. I should probably be boarding in Prelate against most of the Arcanist decks. Spirit Keeper against Dreadhorde. I mean, a lot of things like. I mean, if it beats Dreadhorde, you need like go with 3 creatures in play or something. Whereas Brimaz just like Stone Cold blocks it. What if we just trim Thalia's Forces, Spirit Keepers like that? Let's go down to 2 Forces. Play 1 Spirit Keeper. Seems like a keep. Rule spells, Thalias, and Squawks. Yeah, that game 1 was a pretty bad punt with not Wastelanding there. Would have just been able to handle the Dreadhorde Arcanist if they can't flashback the reanimate and get a 5/5, and then we just get our equipment going and just crush them. They could have made it harder though if they just left up both their Volks, right? They just cast Arcanist that turn, right? With a like a Vulcan and UC and left a Vulcan and UC up. Could play Stoneforge with Thalia. Probably not, though. Thalia just rock solid on the play. Yeah, Thalia's good against Delver decks most of the time. Nice. Take Force of Will. But, like, our whole deck is also very good. We have a lot of good cards that we're cutting for better cards from the sideboard. What is my opponent's plan here? Just like slam your name on 3? It always feels like the plan when my Delver opponents just go land, go, land, go. Let's get some squawk. We're not squawking. We're gonna Stoneforge for a sword here. Because True Name is a scary magic card. Just gonna bold the Stoneforge here. Kind of whatever. Kind of in for just wastelanding this volcanic. Yeah, I'm in for this. We're tripped on white mana, not mana, so don't really hate going down lands. Big fish me. Hopefully we draw lands so we can double spell here. Otherwise we have to like path plus port, which is aggressively medium. 2 cards left in hand though. We're pretty far ahead if this Gurmag leaves the table. Wow, they have a basic. Neat. Good to know. So I passed on upkeep just in case. Tinen was out of the format. Plague Agent would still be a powerful card. There's still a lot of X1s even without True Name. It's a record. We're 3-0 right now, but we're down a game because I punted pretty badly. That's a really good draw. Double Squawk. I think I just like Burmaz. If we draw a land, just put the sword on the Burmaz, punch him in the face a bunch. Thoughtseize. Alright, well, our hand is all good cards. Our hand is mono unbeatables. They probably have to take the sword here, right? Unless they're sitting on a braid. But then even then, like, Squadron Rocket and Howl Spirit Keeper are both like cards that are hard for them to deal with. Sure, we'll just probably play 2 Squawks next turn. Unless they like tap out and we draw land. Being engineered? Engineer would be kind of annoying. Oh, that's not annoying at all. I'm gonna needle my sword? Sure, you made a 3-2 that dies into a 1-1 flyer opponent. Deal. Wasteland them off their only red source too. Jamming the sword in here isn't as good because they just block, so. Block the cat soldier, sure. Just gonna kill their only red source here. Squawk it up. Yeah, Flickerwisp was also obviously much nicer against people that leave and reanimate against death and taxes. We don't have any, but I'll take my opponent reanimating my bad threats because they just like can't deal with them anyway. Use some fast ponders and brainstorms. I guess when you're hellbent, they're a lot easier. Alright, cool. Brainstorm, ponder, ponder, concede. I don't think reanimating my Brim has enough of a reason to like cut a plains over a Caracas. Didn't see any much of their deck. They just flopped over. Do have to be a little bit wary of reanimate when I'm considering like deploying my threats and stuff, like getting my high profile stuff out of my hand faster, like Brimaz, over like casting Thalias and Stoneforges if they like Thalias reanimate me. But, like, we just have a bunch of removal, and removal just seems really good against my opponent's deck. They don't really seem very equipped for grinding if you just like kill the first couple of their things, and we have 8 removal spells. I wonder if we just don't want forces. Plague Engineer is scary, but like not that scary. Yeah, let's run it back. So how to play this deck on Sunday is a sweet deck for sure. Squadron Hawk is a sweet magic card. I'll keep this. Yeah, it's just very good. If you draw white source, it's just much better. I wonder if I was like, supposed to get like Tomic in this matchup. Like only does stuff versus Delver. Not my favorite first draw in the world. I guess Giver is better than Mother of Runes when your opponent kills it and reanimates it, because then you can still just kill it. It's not nothing. It's better because it's worse is an argument that exists. Like Arcanist me? Yeah, definitely have to plow that. Yeah, this is why I thought I was a little bit more awkward on the draw. Alright, no Forcible is great. They can wasteland my Rashad Port though, and that's bad. That's also bad. Let's draw like white source or removal spell. Technically removal spell. I think I'm just gonna be porting this off. We're so fucked though. This waste we're gonna miss a land drop and get this Rashad Port wastelanded. Ugh, it's not good. If we draw like force, we need to draw like a plains into like a force, or like just plains into another land. We can't do anything here other than force my opponent to like use removal. But I don't think I want to do that. I suppose we could. This is not doing a whole lot. And like, if my opponent has like cantrip and just gets like cantrip into cantrip, then we just get even further buried. I think I'd rather my opponent like lightning bolt my Thalia and shit. Oh, they just have dazed. Fuck. We're super toast. I'm kind of surprised they dazed that, given how easy they can like clean it up. But yeah, they just like ponder here. Well, Thought Scour is a lot less threatening, for sure. But it does feed their Null Rod, sure. It does feed their Arcanist more. Hey, alright. Second land is good. It means that we're almost a third land. Yeah, eating a daze is actually very good for us because it means our like judgment won't get dazed as often. Do I just force my opponent to like cast more removal spells? Probably. Just don't want them to like ponder to counters before we clean this Arcanist up. Or if they like daze this Tomic. Yeah, Force of the Vigor is definitely the second most played force. if we draw a land, we can just put Prelate on 1. If they can't answer it, they're probably pretty hosed. They could have Abrades in their deck and or hand. So I might want to actually like Judgment the Arcanist. Wow, not even killing the Tomic, huh? I guess they don't need to. Save the 1 damage and we'll just block. Say their Val seems like it's worth playing. Alright, seems less like it's worth playing. But again, like, getting Dazes out of their hands so we can get our actual spells online, pretty strong. Am I leaving Tomic back? Don't think this game is a damage race. I think I'd rather absorb some hits here with the Tomic rather than hitting them for 2. Because I need to, like, deal with this Arcanist. I don't want to be, like, at a low life total after that. When they bolt my Tomic, I don't know. I guess they wanted to ponder and, like, the Tomic wasn't threatening. Saving the bolt for, like, a scarier thing. Oh, well, now they're bolting it. Guess because they don't have any other things to cast. But they have 6 cards in hand. No way they don't just, like, ponder here, right? Opponent's got some aggressive sideboard options for this matchup. Not casting Giver because I want to cast Council's Judgment or Prelate next turn. But if they don't have like cantrips to go off with this Arcanist, fuck. This is Brainstorm. Oh, thank God, it's just Thought Scour. Oh no, Thought Scour into Thoughtseize. Shit. At least we have 2 answers to the Arcanist, but if they have like a Daze or a Force, we could be shit out of luck here. Or if they like take the Council Judgment, abrade the Prelate. But we're still drawing to like what, 6 of the removal spells in the deck. Take the Prelate, interesting. Yeah, we're definitely not out of this game, not by a long shot. I need them to not have a counter spell. They're gonna big fish me. Stoneforge is a good draw. Three cards in hand. We're at 17. I think I need to kill this Arcanist, but we're untapping 1 land a turn versus a Gurmag Angler. Go to 12, untap a land. Go to 7, untap a land. Arcan. We're just never going to beat this Arcanist if it keeps going. Cyrus just claimed running 6 killing taxes makes Ant good again. That doesn't make any sense, because Cyrus thinks the D&T matchup is a buy anyway. Doesn't sound like something Cyrus would really say. Because if we top deck out land, we could just play the Stoneforge Mystic. Ah, fuck, they just have True Name? Sure. Tilt. Just top deck like Path into Council's Judgment. I don't even know what one's here. I have top deck like multiple lands here now. Maybe we have to get GTA to race here. We're taking 8. No, we're just dead. If we draw land every turn for the rest of the game, we're just dead. Unfortunate. I think this iteration of Grixis feels like extremely winnable, but I punted game 1, and then this game 3 was really awkward. I like chum blocking's how I win. Land? Not a land. Okay, we're just dead. I mean, yes, the Stoneforge has 0 power, but we're also, like, putting a Battered Skull into play. Yeah, Dread Knight's weird. Dread Knight seems to signal that their Death and Taxes matchup is, like, extremely bad, rather than just kind of bad, like most Delver matchups. And I would not doubt that. Their deck seemed really soft to Death and Taxes. Last match of the night. Ooh, nice. Yes, Dread Knight is better versus Death and Taxes, which would indicate that your matchup is worse, right? Engineer is just, like, the better overall card, whereas Dread Knight's, like, much more targeted. Flooded Strand. Hoping this is Miracles and not combo. So we can beat one of those decks with his hand. Shuffled on the first ponder. Shuffled again. Oh, they didn't miss. More islands. More pondering. Cat getting sculpted in the back. Sounded like the dog getting sculpted in the background. Alright, well, I'll keep casting these Aether Files, I guess. Looks like Miracle. I mean, could also just be Sneak, right? High Tide. Is it? It's never actually High Tide, though. Let's get our Squawk on. Yeah, it's never High Tide until they put a High Tide on the stack. Am I supposed to force here? Yeah, force pitch Plow. There's no way Plow's good against my opponent's deck, whatever it is. Show me a card that tells me it's not High Tide. That's like a terrible argument. I hope you're being sarcastic. Sir, when is this over? Very soon. We're on our 5th match, right? Yeah. Cast a Squawk. We cast a Squawk here. They force will it. Sure. This is very good. Yeah, if they're Miracles, it's very good for us because we just have an army of Squadron Hawks. But they really feel like a combo deck with their lack of doing anything ever. They obviously wouldn't show and tell on an Emrakul because we have a Caracas. They would show and tell on an Omniscience and kill me. But we have them on a 2-turn clock here. But they also have 8 cards in their hand. They're very hard pressed to have nothing at this point. Do I put in all my Squadron Hawks here? What if they are Miracles and we just get all of our Squadron Hawks Terminist? But if they're a combo, I just want to put them on the 2-turn clock. Like, 3 versus 2 turns is big. everyone's saying save one. I feel like it's not save one. I feel like I want to slam my foot on the gas pedal here. They have 7 cards in hand though. What? They've cast 3 Ponders. How have I not died to a combo yet? I'm slamming my foot on the gas pedal. If I get Terminus, that's the life I've accepted. This Val's on 3, 2, 1, I guess. No. No. Yes. Yeah, Miracles with like Tarn Delta seems sketch. Alright, what do you got, opponent? Tundra. Okay, Volk, yeah. Seems like Sneak. We can beat a Sneak Attack. We can beat a Show and Tell. As long as it's not and we can beat Omniscience Emrakul. We can't beat Omniscience Emrakul there, and then we can't beat Omniscience and 2 Emrakuls. Opponent's digging deep. Hey, we did it! Alright. The Squawks got him. We literally played nothing this whole game besides Squadron Hawks. Save this for posterity. What, they showed the Volcanic Island? Maybe because they thought they had a chance of going off and they like needed sneak attack for it or something. Like another red source plus like a pedal gets them through the Caracas. Alright. Are we just boarding assuming they're sneak? Probably. I don't really see what else they could be. And like most of these cards are like incidentally good against High Tide, if that's what you're really concerned about. I think we were on the Armageddon plan in the sneak matchup with this deck. Figure out how many cards I'm cutting. Tomix, Plows, Squawks, and like a Spirit Keeper. This seems fine. Seals. Yeah, we cut the Leon Relic Order because we're not playing Recruiter anymore, so playing Seal marginally hedges for this matchup, so. Hey, Anurag, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Hope your stream went well. Welcome, welcome, everybody. We're just finishing up a Squawks and Taxes League here. In our last match here. What kind of recruiters for Burma's? How's it been? It's been pretty good. We're like teching pretty heavily to beat the fair matchups and then trying to handle combo in the sideboard. Can't say it was pretty rock solid though. Let's see what my opponent's doing here. I guess I actually shouldn't F6. Because we have Force if they like Pyroclasm me, but I don't know why they would Pyroclasm a Giver, but you never know. We don't have any ETB triggers to like abuse seal beating Omniscience. But I guess we have Canonist to beat it, so we'll just cast the Canonist here. Canonist gets forced, and they just have the Omniscience. We have to put in the seal and hope they don't have exactly Emrakul. Hope they have cantrips. Yeah, we need pressure on the board. Probably pitching this Catacomb to the force as this current hand sits. Like an Abrade for the Canonist, we're fine. Because we have Giver. Our whole board lives through Pyroclasm. Blood Moon. Oh, that's kind of scary. Alright. Hope this board's good enough, because we're not casting many more spells. Yeah, let's pitch this Cataclysm. Ventuza, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. About that seal. I mean, we can still put it in off the show and tell. I wonder if I'm supposed to just needle Grizzlebrand, or needle Sneak Attack right now. But Grizzlebrand's also scary. But I can't beat a 7/7 flyer as it currently sits. Still don't think I'm supposed to be attacking with Giver. I think I'm supposed to needle Sneak Attack here. Sneak Attack. So we can beat Omniscience. We can't beat just like Show and Tell Fatty. That's just our life. Yeah. We'll put in the seal and hope they like don't have it. Hope they have Omniscience. But there's no way they have Omniscience, right? Because they know the coast is clear because our Karakas is turned off. Oh no, we can seal the Blood Moon. Yeah, putting a seal is great here. You can have that one back. Discarding Emrakul. So I wonder if I'm supposed to attack here. Because it depends on if I draw a white source. What I'm supposed to attack with. Like, putting them to 3 here means that we can potentially, like, give her runes in lethal through a Grizzlebrand, although we have Karakas in play. If we draw a land here, we're pretty... Oh. I guess that's pretty good, too, because we just wasteland this Volk and port them, and then hit them for a bunch. We're going to attack for 3 here to play around a Braid, because we'll have 5 next turn, and we'll be able to port in my opponent's upkeep to, like, play around in a Braid. I guess it doesn't play around a Braid, though, right? It plays around a Braid killing Canonist, but we don't care about Canonist as much anymore. I think I'm just going to punch. This beats like Soul Land Grizzlebrand, Soul Land Show and Tell Grizzlebrand. Or like Petal Land, put in a Grizzlebrand. Obviously, if they still have Omniscience Emrakul, we just like get wrecked. Nice, we did it. Man, that Seal Cleansing was real good. I mean, I guess it would have been good as a really on a Relic Order in that scenario too, but it's the reason I register Seal most of the time and not Disenchant. It's mostly for that matchup. 4-1. Yeah, 4-1 pretty good, especially the one match that we lost was just like a punt. We like punted game 1 pretty horrendously. Pick up the full Nemesis seal rather than the Korean blackboard disenchant from my local store. I mean, I own like a foil disenchant and foil seal. But I think seal is oftentimes better if you want a disenchant effect in this deck. Just for like the sneak and show matchup. Being able to put it enough show and tell is big. Or being able to just have it in play. So that when they like show and tell and put an omniscience, if you put it in a creature with an enter the battlefield trigger, then you can just pop the omniscience in response. Although this deck, I guess postboard doesn't actually have the ability to do that without Batterskull. Because we cut all the... Oh, we have Mystics. Mystics and Batterskull can do it because we cut all the Squawks postboard. So we don't have that much ETB stuff because we don't have like Recruiter or Flicker Wisp shenanigans. But I don't know. This felt rock solid. I think I actually really like the plan of like just absolutely dunk on fair decks right now with this iteration. Just like your 60 is so rock solid against all the fair matchups. And you play a bunch of anti-combo stuff in the sideboard, like 2 Prelate, 2 Canonist, Katama Priest. Like, maybe I want to go down to one path and, like, play another anti-combo card. Seal looks like toast, does it? Kinda does, yeah. Do I give him 4 Force? I've rarely been disappointed by drawing Force of Virtue, and if you draw the second, you usually just pitch it to the first one anyway. I think I wouldn't go through lower than 3. Force is really powerful in the matchups where it's good, which is like most of them. Yeah. Burmaz is one of the I really like playing a bunch of Burmaz. Burmaz with Force is just like such a backbreaker. I don't know. I haven't felt like this deck really needs Mother of Runes that badly. They're mostly here for like Vile Curve purposes. Like I've played in pre-Giver Modern Death and Taxes, where you just had no 1-drops. And just, like, your Vials suck a lot more when you're never going to put in 1-drops. Like, Giver's powerful. Or, like, the Mother of Runes effect is powerful, but I don't think this deck really needs 4. You're not eking out your opponent with card advantage as much. BNR enhancement, Squadron, Advanced Legacy. This deck is sweet, though. I'm probably going to be playing this tomorrow. Some version that's close to this. Don't know exactly what these numbers will be, but I think I think Recruiter is just a little bit too dirty for this deck. I gotta find another full Atomic. So I ordered 2 full Atomics because I was like, the most I'll ever play in this deck is 2. So I ordered 2 promo foil Atomics, the date stamp ones, because I have promo and taxes. And I never even checked because I never looked at the second Tomic. But the second Tomic they sent me was a pack foil, not a promo foil. Is the worst first world problem ever. But if I want to register this deck in paper, I need a promo Tomic. But anyway, let's call the stream here. Nice one path plus 1 needle on the board, maybe an additional card since you're now on no revoker. Yeah, I can definitely see cutting a path since like the Delver ins and outs are already super awkward because like literally I could submit my 60 and feel fine post board for Delver decks. But obviously, you want to bring in Council of Judgment and, like, some removal spells. Congrats to the giveaway winners. Yeah, congrats to the RIP giveaway winners who probably aren't in chat, since they didn't say anything. But I'll ping them on Twitch, and if they say, hey, or if they don't respond, or say, like, they don't want it for whatever reason, we'll ship it off to the other 3 giveaway people that we selected. But anyway, let's find someone to host. Before we wrap the stream here, who's playing some Legacy? Legacy Brews. I've never rated this person. Chubby Rain 1. What the heck? Wait, is this modern? Is this Legacy? I can't actually figure this shit out. Oh shit! This person's playing Squad. Oh, well, they're playing against Perroka right now. But anyway, yeah, we'll go host. He's playing Militia Bugler in his list? Wow. Whoa, that's whack. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you had a good time. Wish me luck in the MCQ tomorrow. I'm gonna try to record it and I'm not streaming it, but I'm gonna try to record it, and if all goes well, then maybe I'll do a stream where I talk about it, or just like upload the recording on YouTube or something like that. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, everybody.